Good afternoon, morning, mid to late evening, wherever it is, wherever you are, YouTube and YouTubers. Welcome to another Third Age online battle. This one is at Helm's Deep. It is a 2v3 scenario. This was done by me actually about last night because I've been really doing a lot of Helm's Deep battles, but this one was really good because there was a really odds were really against us, so it was a good hard fight, and it was really difficult until the very end for us to win. Like the enemy did not give up for the most part. All right, we're gonna start off with going over the army comps. I am Rhun, and I have 2 units of dismounted Vargs, which are like a cheaper missile unit because I was running out of funding because I put a lot of my money into these nice shiny gold units right here, the Loka Flagrim. This is like my heavy infantry. And then I have some clan warriors too. The reason I brought these guys was because they were cheaper and they also have better attack than like my Loka Flagrim and Loka Gamprim. But they do have a lot less armor and defense, so that is a downside. Then I have my ballista over here, 2 units of clan crossbowmen. I'm going to use these guys to shoot at the, like say they have a siege tower up here, I'm going to use my crossbows to shoot the guys that come off the siege tower, like really good angle right there. Then I have 2 units of Lucanarim, which are like they're my elite archer unit. They're really heavily armored and they're really good. Unfortunately, my ally's blocking the way a little bit with his elves, but you know, sometimes you win some, you lose some. And then I have a unit of Balchoth tribesmen, which are a nice Javi unit right here. I'm going to use them to really... These are mostly intended for like a last stand, or like if they get through the gate, then I'll shoot some Javies at them. And then I have some Luca Gamprim as my back line back here, just in case they get through my wall. So me and my ally, we divided it up. I'm going to defend the wall, they're going to defend the keep and the gate for the most part. And then now I'm going to go over my ally's army comp. So he's playing the Silvan Elves. They are commanded by Kool-Aid Man, TCR. He's got a couple units of Silvan Heavy Archers, some Sentinels of the Woodland Realm, another really good archer unit. He's got some Woodland Warriors, which are... the reason most people take the Silvans is because they're the elf faction with axes. And if you look here, you can already see some dead guys. That just happens on Helm's Deep sometimes because... Gondor over on the mountain over there, he spawns inside the city and he has to take all of his guys out. So usually something like will happen like that. Like one of the games I had, a siege tower spawned in here and it crushed like a good 300 guys. That was not a fun game. But yeah, so he's got a bunch of Silvan Heavy Spearmen, Silvan Heavy Swords, basically typical elven army. He's got a catapult over here. He's got some Sindar archers. That's his general. We can look at him, I think. Oh, never mind. The camera's being a little fucky. There he is. Alright, so those are the 2 defending armies. Next we have Dale over here. He's going to be the first attacking army. This one is commanded by Ginger Zarus. He's got some Dale swordsmen, some cheaper lighter infantry to absorb some of the archer fire that's going to come at him. Then he's got some Barding Herd, which are a heavier halberd unit like that. You see, they're pretty nasty, to be honest. Like, I don't like fighting those. Then he's got some Bardian marksmen, provide some suppressing fire on my archers in the back. And he's got some Dale swordmasters, one of the best Dale units you can bring. He's got a couple more Barding Herd and a whole lot of dismounted Earls, which are another really good heavy infantry unit that Dale can bring. Alright, now we're going to move up here to Harad. This is commanded by Captain Smith. He's got a couple units of Trollmen, some Southron archers, again for suppressing fire over the wall. He's got Southron pikemen, some Corsair archers. He has what appears to be dismounted Serpent Guard, several more. He's got regular Corsairs. These ones don't have bows. And he's got some Hashari, which are really good Haradrim infantry. And then he has some Missile Cav, I believe. Yeah, I remember that. He has Missile Cav and he has a catapult. And then for the last army, all the way over there, you see, because Helm's Deep can be a bit of a douchebag sometimes. All right, don't worry, guys. We'll get there someday. So Gondor, this guy was commanded by Dane/Ironfoot. He's got a whole bunch of Gondor infantry over here. He's gonna, I think these are gonna be his like soaking up missile force because they have no armor or anything. And then back here, he's got some really, really good infantry. He's got a whole bunch of Fountain Guard. Like, I think he has like 3 or 4 units of Fountain Guard, 3 or 4 units of Dismounted Swan Knights, and a whole lot of Athelian Rangers over here to provide some more suppressing fire. Like, most attackers don't usually think to bring archers, but it's usually a very good idea. Like, you guys saw on my previous Carandros video how good archers could be at holding a line. Or actually just shooting out, once you capture the wall, just shooting inward. Alright, we're going to climb this mountain over here, you know. Oh man, this mountain range is a lot bigger than I thought. There we go. Alright, and we're going to start. So right here, I have my archers shooting at the Dale Swordsman right here. They're not really doing a whole lot because most of them are shooting straight up in the air. Because that's just a weird thing that Medieval 2's archers do. They're just like, hey, let's make it rain instead of, you know, make a useful arrow fire. And then there's that siege tower just bouncing all sorts of ways. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys a little insight on my strategy here. So what I'm doing is I'm having my archers up here initially to get some kills if they can. And then once the siege towers and the ladders get to the walls, I'm going to send all of my infantry up to be like a stopper to the flood. You never want to let the enemies take this wall if you're on Helm's Deep, because then they can send their guys up. You see this little gate right there? They can go through that and up onto this wall, and they can just wreak havoc on any archers you have up there. Alright, we're going to turn the game speed down to 1. And I moved these archers down here because they were not getting good shots up there. However, these guys back here, they're getting good shots. Like, look how straight their arrows go, for the most part. That's nice. And everyone always forgets that you could put archers up here, and it's really good position to shoot down over these guys. Yep, I'm already moving my guys up into position, because Dale did not bring a catapult or anything, so I don't have to really worry about my wall being broken. Which is a really good thing for me, because if the wall was broken, I'd have to deal with a whole extra front, and not as much places for my archers to shoot, because then they'd be on the ground level. Yeah, I'm already evacuating my archers off the wall, taking some fire from the Bardian marksmen, but then I realized that, and I started having my archers up there start shooting down at them instead of my elven ally. So yeah, we're just going to tear these Bardian marksmen apart. So yeah, we've got Harad and Dale getting up on these walls already. I'm putting my clan warriors up first.
That thrice cursed siege tower has reached our walls.
Yeah, the thrice cursed
Hold back
siege
the
tower.
invaders.
3 times cursing. Because, you know, 2 times cursing just wasn't enough. And I'm moving my crossbowmen closer to the wall to kind of shield them from all the
The ladders have reached the walls. Defend your homes and women. Let them go. That thrice cursed siege tower has reached our walls. Hold back the invaders.
Thank you, sir. Alright, so what I'm thinking of doing over here is I'm going to kind of surround this siege tower on both sides and have my crossbows come back into this area and shoot on to, like, whoever comes off the siege tower. And I think I'm trying to bring my ballista to a better angle so it too can shoot at people. I was trying to get it to shoot at the siege tower, but for some reason, siege weapons, like if I had a catapult there or a ballista or a trebuchet, they will not shoot at siege towers once they're already at the wall. And it looks like the fight's already starting over here. Yeah, we've got some clan warriors fighting some trollmen. So far it's looking so good.
That thrice cursed siege tower has reached our walls.
Got another siege
Hold
tower.
back the invaders.
Yeah, if you can... Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I had my archers start to shoot at these guys too, because they get a really good angle up there, and it's just really nice to shoot down on the enemy archers.
The ladders have reached the walls. Defend your homes and women. Let them go no further.
What Harad should have done is set their archers in loose formation and probably put them a little bit further back from the walls, because they're not in loose formation. You see, Bardian marksman. Dale has their archers in loose formation, so they're taking less casualties from all the arrows, whereas these guys don't, and they're just dying left and right. There's a pile of closer bodies. Yeah, I'm already starting to get overwhelmed on the wall, so I sent my reserve unit up to help over here, and they're just unloading all sorts of units onto my wall over here. My crossbows are taking a bit of fire too. See, even behind the wall, I sent my guys to loose formation. Harad definitely should have done that. And I'm shooting them into this nice unit, this juicy unit of Dale Swordsman. only problem is these Lurk of Flagrim are being attacked on 2 fronts. That's going to be rough for them. And these guys aren't doing anything. Another reason I put these guys over here was just in case someone got through and tried to go up there and fight our archers. Because you really need to keep your archers alive up here because they're getting a ton of kills. Like, they're sending in their Dale Swordsmasters, which are really good infantry, but they're really vulnerable to misses because they don't have shields or heavy armor. So yeah, they start with 77. This one has 52 because we've just been tearing it apart. That one has 67, so not as bad. And then we have the Bardine Marksmen. I think they're coming up here to try and get a better angle. And I'm not sure if it worked. I guess we can find out. But I don't remember taking a lot of casualties from their archers per se. Yeah, over here, ooh, the ballista's firing. Yeah. The reason it fired this time at the catapult was because I had it fire at the men inside the siege tower, which in hindsight was a pretty good idea, but then they just started, like, the ballista just glitched out and it just wouldn't fire anymore for a while. Yeah. And then it just completely missed. Which, you know, such is life, I suppose. Yeah, this was about the time that I asked Kool-Aid Man to send some infantry down because I was getting a bit overwhelmed, especially here and over here, especially here, because Harad was beginning to push a hole in me. So I moved my crossbows over here, hoping to get a better angle to shoot this massive enemies. Hey, look, Gondor's here finally. Looks like, oh, never mind. Looks like Dale's the one pushing up the ring. Gondor didn't even do that. That's alright. Yeah, the Dale swordsmen, they're getting wrecked. Dale's just having a really rough day right now. Like, look at all these dead Dalesmen. Poor guys. But he is doing his best, and he's pushing the hole in the family. Much to my chagrin. Yeah, defeat is still certain, and I didn't realize that I had this, but I had a unit of my spearmen, like my pikes, up on the wall, and apparently it worked. Like, I didn't think that pikes would actually work on the wall, but it did. The more you know. And yeah, here's a bit of my guys from them shooting over my walls. Yeah, I'm getting some really good point-blank fire off on the side of these guys. I'm starting to push them back, fix the hole. Yeah, over here, Harad pretty much sent all of his troops up this one ladder, except for a few of them up these 2 siege towers. Like, he sent his really heavily armored guys, the Serpent Guard, and his Ashari and his pikemen up this ladder. And he probably should have spaced his men out a little bit more. And also, his catapult was not really being used. Like, I think he forgot about it maybe, but he should have broke a hole in the wall somewhere. Because if he broke a hole in the wall somewhere, that probably would have stretched my resources a lot more than they currently are being stretched. Because I have all of my infantry committed, except for the 2 reserves over there. And I even sent my general over here because some of my men were starting to waver, and I do not want them to break on here. I think the difficulty was set to medium, so they had a reasonable amount of morale, but it wasn't unlimited if I would have set it on easy. So why some people, when you play 3rd Age with them, will set the difficulty all the way up, just so they can make your men break. Like, they'll build an archer army or something like that. They'll just be real assholes. So beware. Yeah, he's pushing a little bit, but it's not enough to really break my force here. He's setting up his pikemen too, which that's an okay use of pikemen, but you don't want to send them up the ladder. If you're going to send them up, send them as the first unit of the siege tower, so they have a little bit of build up there, so that they all push down at once. Yeah, look at this pile of bodies. There's elves, there's my clansmen. Not KKK.
Our thrice cursed foes are attacking our
And we
gates
got
with
a bunch of
rams.
Dale, a bunch of trollmen. Just a carnage supreme looking. Yeah, my men are holding the walls pretty good right now. And the balance of power is pretty much in our favor as far as percentage kills go. And I don't know why Gondor put his archers here. There's not a whole lot they can really shoot at, I don't think. What are they shooting at? Looks like they might be shooting at my archers on the other side. Yeah, they are. Oh, that makes so much sense now. I remember losing a lot of crossbows over here, and I didn't know why. Because not only are they in tight formation, but they are getting shot at by a whole bunch of rangers. The more you know, guys. The more you know. Guys and gals, I'm sorry. And yeah, they're pushing a bunch of Barding over there, and I think I'm gonna I should start shooting my ballista at this, because that's a really tightly packed group of guys right there, and I can get a lot of good kills. And originally I was trying to set... Ooh,
the enemy's ram has breached our gates!
So I was trying to set one of the siege towers on fire because it had a whole bunch of guys going up in at once, and I was like, oh,
curse the sun that shines on our disgrace! We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
And yeah, I forgot to turn them off with flaming ammo, otherwise I would have got a lot more kills out here. I wasn't intending on using flaming ammo. Oh yeah, that was my general's rallying call. It's a pretty cool horn, to be honest. Like, people always underestimate, like, the evil factions. Okay, how about the evil men factions? People are rightly underestimate the Mordor factions and, like, the orcs, because orcs are just really... Ooh. Look at that nice line of fried Dale men. Yeah, the orc factions are they're generally pretty bad. Like, an earlier battle that I done on Helm's Deep, it was a 1v1. I was Gondor against Orcs of the Misty Mountains, and my archers just tore them apart. That's what really makes the difference in the orcish versus the, like, human armies is archers. Like, the good guys have such good archers compared to the orcs. Like, I think I have a single clan warrior fighting. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Yeah, it's one now. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's dead. Yep, he just got killed. Rest in peace, man. But yeah, I'm losing the fight on the walls right now. Like, I've lost almost all of my infantry up here, and my ally, he fell back his infantry units that were helping me out here, which, you know, I was a bit bitter about at the time, but I think it pays off eventually. And then Dale's just spamming the rest of his infantry up here, and I'm doing my best to kill as many
that shines on our disgrace.
As I can with my archers up there.
Turn the wind of battle,
and then
we will taste ashes
my,
instead of
Elven
victory.
ally is also shooting his archers down there. This archer unit is out of ammo, so my main goal is to remember keep them off this second layer of walls. So I'm sending these guys down to basically hold that one wall area because I realize my defense.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Yep, this is about when I sound the general retreat backwards, because I've lost the walls and they're starting to come down, and I want to save as many of my crossbows and archers as I can. But yeah, I've lost the wall, but I put up a pretty heavy fight. Like, there's a lot of dead men here, especially right here. Look at all that blue. That's all Dale. And then, of course, there's the fight against Harad over here. That was pretty good, too. I killed a lot of their guys. We'll see if it was enough, though. Yeah. Yep, alright, never mind. Looks like he's pushing his archers up after all. Or no, it's archers, sorry, they all look the same. That's not racist. Alright, so yeah, I pulled back my ballista and whatnot. And now Gondor is fighting at... Oh wow, Gondor's really pushed up pretty much all of his light infantry that he has. And I use that term light infantry very generously because it is that his general? I wonder if Harad sent his general. That'd be really bad. Yeah, Gondor sent all of his light infantry. I say light infantry because these are his weakest units that he has that aren't archers.
Cut off the serpent's head. The enemy general is slain.
Oh yeah, looks like Harad did send his general in.
Without their head.
That's kind of funny. Rest in peace, Harad. I'm kind of curious why you would make that unit though, because Harad and Raiders are pretty weak. Yeah, I think he's trying to get his catapult in a good position to fire point blank down in this position, which would be really good.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Yeah, they've caught up in percentage quite a bit actually since they started kicking my ass on the walls. I think I probably should push my ballista back down here, and I'm sending my dismounted Varag because they're out of ammo. I'm sending them to kind of stem the flow of pikemen that's coming down the ramp if I can, before they can actually get their pikes to be any use. And I think I should. I don't know where my ballista went. Maybe I'm trying to send it over the gate. What I should have done is probably sent it back out here for as long as I could and shot at this huge blob of guys. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna start trying to push through my archer unit. I'm still shooting them with my crossbows because that's just too good of an opportunity. Look at all these heavily armored, really expensive guys to be killed by my peasant crossbows. It's just a really good opportunity right there. So yeah, look at all that. Get right, please. Yeah, I've been completely overwhelmed with the walls. Like, I've got nothing left up here. This was my entire infantry force, pretty much, except for my 2 units of infantry back here, my 2 Loka Gamprin. I'm just hoping that those guys can hold off for long enough. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my crossbows here. I'm not sure if I'm following them back or not. But yeah, my Varegs broke. They just started routing after fighting for a while. They didn't really do a whole lot, but they slowed them down. That was my main goal, was just containment and slowing them down. I think my archers are just about... Oh, no, never mind. That's 1 unit of infantry. I'm not sure if he makes it back. Oh, no, he's definitely dead. Yeah, he just getting cracked down. Whoa, that sounded crunchy. What was that? Oh. Yep, he got his catapult firing. And this is going to be devastating. Oh, man. Look at that. They just instantly broke. Those are swan knights. You do not want to lose any of those to artillery fire. That is tragic for Gondor right there. He just lost so many of his most expensive units. I think in hindsight, he probably should have maybe gone over to the wall instead, because he did not send any guys onto the wall at all. He probably should have sent guys to the wall to take that, because coming through this gate, wow, look at that pile of dead swan knights. Look at that. That was just a terrible mistake right there. And that really, wow, look at that. It was like 42 to like 50 earlier, like a few minutes ago. And now it is 46 to 70. I'm guessing it's mostly because of this carnage, not because of anything my dismounted Varegs did, you know. As much as I love them, they did not really do a whole lot. All those brown guys are me. Yeah, my ally's sending down his empty archers to kind of hold the line here as well, because he realizes that we need to keep these guys firing for as long as we can. These guys, I did not really use them a whole lot earlier. This is my other unit of dismounted Varegs, but now they're getting some really good flanking fire onto that heavy infantry detachment right there. I think I also have some crossbows back here, but crossbows on walls usually aren't a great use of crossbows. You want to get like a fire like I had earlier, like right into the flanks of the guys that are fighting on the walls, but not really like on the walls up here, because they can't really fire very well through those. Especially for the dwarves, because the dwarves are short. You know, you need to get a bunch of boxes for them like in the movie, yeah? It looks like my ally is falling back some of his archers. I'm sending down
They have cut off the serpent's head. The enemy general is slain. Let's see how these snakes fight without their head. I'm sending down my dismounted
Varegs again. These are the guys that routed earlier. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh yeah, he's got his archers in here now. That's good. Yeah, he's stealing my strategy. I'm kidding, it's a common strategy. But yeah, he's shooting up into the flank, which is really good, because these are really unarmored troops, and they don't have any shields or anything. They're just getting cut down. Look at all those dead green guys. That's because of this guardian horseman. Oh, it looks like I am shooting my ballista through that little gateway. Oh, those are some really expensive guys that I played right there. And for any of you out there who play 3rd Age, do not put your general on the front line of a siege fight, because if he dies, your men are just going to break. Like, Gondor, I think, might have lost his general, and Harad lost his general, and now Dale just lost their general, so pretty much every general is dead, except for the Elves general and my general. And look at that pile of Gondorian dead guys. That's why you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, or eggs in one choke point, I suppose. And then Harad's trying to push his catapult up and get some shots in at us. There's not really a whole lot for him to shoot at, especially with that angle. But yeah, I guess my ally wasn't really doing too hot with the shooting either. So I think I'm going to send I sent my cav out, I think, my general's unit. You know, right after I told you guys to not send your general out first. That's exactly what I did. I sent him out to take this catapult down, just in case, you know? You never want to let the enemy have art on you, like artillery, if you can help it. Hey look, they broke again.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace! We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
He says that a lot, you know? We're really not losing that hard currently. But that could easily change if Dale gets his shit together and starts pushing all the way up on here, and he has all these archer units he can put up on here. He could tear us to shreds, honestly. So I am almost 100% out of units as far as infantry goes, and my missile troops are running low as well, as you saw by my nice routing Vareg archer. I don't even think he made it out. I think he's dead. But yeah, I was still firing my ballista, but now that I saw he's charging forward, I stopped and I pulled back a little bit. Yeah, see his guys are shaken. They're not even, nothing's even wrong. Like, they're not getting attacked or anything. They're not getting flanked. They're just really unhappy. My ally, he's ready for the Earls to start coming up. Like, he's already got his units up here fighting him. Yeah, they're just getting tried out here. Oh. And if you ever get overwhelmed up on this area, one thing
Only
you can
half
do...
the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Oh, hey, look, my general's back. Yeah, I basically charged out there to stop the catapult from firing, and then that was a bit of friendly fire right there. So my ally could send his forces out to fight Gondor down to here rather than up there. Yep, and this was when Dale admitted defeat, which you don't do that. If you have an ally...
Battle appears
like,
to be running in our favor. From good tidings such as these, does victory spring forth.
That's just not a cool thing to do. If you have, if you're on a team and you have two allies that are still in the game, you do not surrender. There's one condition in you surrendering in a siege battle, and that is when you are the last player without any routed units on your team, and it's way beyond saving it. Like, if you have like a unit of one man. One man. And even then, I played a game against a guy. He didn't surrender until every last one of his guys was dead. You don't surrender when you have that many units of Bardian marksmen and Earls still alive. Like, that's just not... That's not cool. He just left his allies out to dry. Like, I understand if you're the last person attacking and you're getting like face like just smashed into the concrete, but this guy was not. He had broken through my line. He had a lot of archers left. Those archers could have been so pivotal. Like they probably could have like torn us to pieces if he would have been able to break through up here, which he possibly could have. Especially Gondor once again put all of his eggs in one basket over here, and if you look right here, you can see a nice pile of dead fountain water that just got hit by a catapult.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Thank you, sir.
Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Fantastic. Basically, he put all of his infantry in at once. You usually want to have well, never mind, he has one reserve. So it looks like Gondor's general is not dead. He's still alive. But yeah, basically, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket like this guy did. Well, another thing that they should have done, or they could have done, was basically when my ally and I had a lot of guys on one wall point, like defending it, they could have done the old kamikaze, had a catapult shoot at that same wall segment, and it would have killed both of our guys, like ally and enemy alike, but it probably would have been more devastating for us as the defenders. And I'm sending my cav out because they've just got a crap ton of archers down here, which in hindsight probably not the best choice because I am the defender, so I have all the time in the world to wait. And I kind of got a bit torn up. Yeah, I'm going on the offensive now on my walls over here because I'm sending my two units
fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
I don't understand why this guy constantly just mentions the status of the battle. Like, we understand that we're losing. We understand we're winning now. Like, we understand. All right. And these are my this is my javelin unit. I did not really get a whole lot of use out of them because I didn't ever get a good place to put them. Like, I tried putting them back here, behind the lines right here, so they could throw the javelins in here. I think they might have thrown one volley and then just stopped for some reason. And then I think I probably should have put them up here, honestly. Or maybe even ran them down here so they could shoot point blank into this board of Harad room over here. But I didn't. You know, hindsight's 20/20, as they say. And yeah, my guys are just getting
lost half of our men.
At point blank range by these archers. Which, hindsight again, not the best choice. Probably should have waited. Gave Gondor a bunch of extra kills. And I'm still trying to get my cav to charge back here. They just won't charge. And that's what these Luca Innisrim are good for. They're basically cataphracts from like Rome 1 or any other Rome game. So they're really good. They have a really heavy charge.
A foe fights with horns made of clay.
All right, dude.
We are winning the battle.
I think what Dane was trying to do here was move his archers up onto the wall so my cav couldn't get at them, but he wasn't fast enough. What does he shoot at over there? It looks like he's trying to get some kills on this last Swan Knight unit. Oh wow, looks like he actually did get some kills on that. Look at that. Artillery is not Gondor's friend on this day. I think Harad might have been the only enemy to bring artillery, actually. Which is really not a good idea. You always want to bring artillery if it's available as the attacker. And it looks like the elves are just pushing Gondor back as hard as they can. Like, this is most of the elven army. Because, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but Gondor doesn't have any artillery to really fire into that blob right there. And over here, my archers, I don't know what's going on with my archers here, but they glitched out and they would not push forward into these guys. I put my crossbows up here to start shooting at some of the guys that were still alive. Like these rangers in particular, because they're just shredding my spearmen. Yeah, look, this unit has 46 and another one has 29. Yeah, 29 guys. They just got shredded to all hell by those archers. But yeah, I'm trying to kill Harad up here. I don't even know if he's paying any attention. I think he's more focused on getting these guys to try and help Gondor out over there. Oh yeah, and I forgot to have my guys keep moving, so they got shot even more. Just goes to prove, guys, never grow apathetic even if you think you're gonna win, you know. Try to preserve as many lives as you can. Even though it is a game, you still want those good stats, yeah? And I think I'm sending my I was trying to send my tribesmen around to start throwing some javelins at these guys, but they just love fighting, you know. They just got caught up in that melee fight. Yeah, and they lost. Oh, looks like they are throwing some javelins at them though. That's good. Yep, that killed quite a few guys. Everyone always underestimates the power of javelin units, but they're just really nice to have. Especially when you're fighting against, actually, really when you're fighting against anybody, because if you're fighting against like Mordor or someone with trolls, javelins are the #1 like destroyer of trolls. Like I played against my friend Eric Tech88B1. He sent a troll unit in, and we were defending Minas Tirith, and I shredded it with some huntsmen. Like it got maybe 2 kills before getting point blank demolished by some huntsmen. Which is probably one of my proudest moments, to be honest, as a huntsman commander. Huntsman commander. Maybe a javelin commander. Let's go with that. But yeah, I'm trying to push them out of my area so I can I'm trying to send some guys out and around to help the elves push through Gondor because they are not making
foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Like, things are pretty much stagnated over here. In spite of all the elves that are here, they're not pushing through very fast. And I think oh, yeah. Another thing is, there's a unit of archers up on the siege tower right here. They're just shooting the hell out of my guys, and I cannot get to them at all. Like, I was unable to get to them. Like, I had my guys try and attack them, but it just said attack the siege tower. So I was just like, alright, well, nice. So I was trying to set the siege tower on fire. and it wasn't working, unfortunately. So these guys, unfortunately, they remain there for the rest of the game, actually.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Yeah, they're just gonna chill up there for most of the game. My archers don't really hit a whole lot. And then, yeah, I'm sending my javelin unit in to try and get some volleys off on Gondor out here. But Harad is seeing what I'm doing, and he's gonna send some guys to try and slow me down. Yeah, Gondor, things are not looking good for the attackers. Like, earlier they had a really good chance, but just remember, guys, never surrender unless you are the last person and it's beyond all hope. And never surrender if you're the defender, only if you're the attacker. Yep, that would be Harad admitting defeat next. Another guy surrendering, even though he had guys still fighting and guys still usable. He had all sorts of things he could have done. They weren't surrendering, you know? But you know, that's alright. Some people lose morale really fast and never get it back. That's understandable. I've been there. That's for sure. I got shredded at a Carandros battle. That was not fun, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's 64 to 91. It's pretty certain that we're gonna win this. So I think I'm gonna fast forward here because not much strategy really happens. It's just us trying to mock Gondor. I'm gonna double the game speed maybe. Nope, that's fine. Alright. Oh god, go back down. There we go. Double game speed. I'm basically sending my javelins around.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Man. Alright guys, I have a question. If you think I should mute the narrator guy, just give me a comment or something. Be like, hey, you should mute the narrator guy. Because I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure. Like, if you think it adds like a nice depth to the video, then go with that.
The enemy general flees like an old woman. Attack! The enemy must curse the day they were born. Let all the poets write of this most wondrous triumph.
We won. And there you are. There you have it. So basically, I got a lot of kills on that wall there. That's a good reason why we won, because I held the wall with almost my entire army, basically. And one of my infantry units got 322 kills. That was one of my heavy infantry. They just wrecked lives. They made people really sad and unhappy. But then one of them really didn't do a whole lot. He had 80 kills, you know, worthless. No, I'm kidding. All my men fought well. Except for this Loka Gamprin. These were the two units that I sent charging out. They got demolished for not a whole lot of gain. My archers did a whole lot of work too. 101, 113 kills. Those are my heavy archers. My crossbows did pretty good too. One of them didn't really do a whole lot because I kind of forgot about it. But you know, that's my fault. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave some comments on how I could improve it. Maybe give some advice. Tell me what you want to see next. You know, anything in the Lord of the Rings universe, we can make it happen. Thank you. Have a nice day, gentlemen and ladies.